Morning everybody, how are y'all doing today? I'm doing fantastic myself because at the time of recording this, the PlayStation showcase just ended, and PlayStation fanboys are not too happy to say the least. Now, I'm gonna say this right off the bat, I'm not gonna waste anybody's time. The clip that we're gonna talk about regarding the showcase isn't gonna be until the end of the video. Before that, we're gonna be talking about some clips from one of Reforge's other streams from a couple days ago, where he's defending Sony not going day and date on PC with their games. If you want to skip to just the post-showcase salt, I'll have a timestamp on screen right now for you to skip to. But if you do want to stick around right now, then I appreciate that. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the PC gaming bad salt.
The PlayStation commentary about games not coming to PC within 2 to 3 years, you PC guys are hilarious. You're hilarious as you get really upset and really angry at multiple bad multi-platform launches and multiple really bad ports to PC. Here's an idea. Maybe get your own games. Do you ever consider that?
Oh, trust me, dude, I have plenty of games. I just want more. At the end of the day, I could go the rest of my life without playing any of the remaining PlayStation games that haven't come to PC. But would I still like to play them? Yes. But I don't understand this logic. So because a lot of PC ports that come out nowadays are bad, that means we shouldn't want more games on our platform. You do realize when we ask for PlayStation games to PC, we're also asking for them to come to PC completed, right? Just because some companies have put out bad PC ports doesn't mean we don't want more games. It's just we want the games, we also want them to be playable. But it's kind of funny that he says, oh, go get your own games. Let me just really quickly pull up how many games are on Steam. Oh, wait a second. And that's not including emulation. But you know what? Maybe he's right. Why don't we just go ahead and see how many games are on PlayStation? I'm sure PlayStation has so many more games available, right?
Maybe PlayStation investing in their ecosystem, their hardware, maybe Mark Cerny creating a relationship of trust with developers for the PlayStation 5. Maybe somebody in the PC realm should do that. Maybe do that before talking big about PlayStation not bringing games to PC fast enough. Or here's a brilliant idea. Buy a PS5.
How about no?
No, I don't think I will. With the release windows getting smaller and smaller between PS5 and PC games, and with Sony's upcoming live service games guaranteed to be going day and date, I think I'll stick on PC, thank you very much. But I don't get this. Why is he suggesting, like, as a consumer, you are advocating for Steam to make third-party games exclusive to the platform, which I don't understand how that means PC has more games. If they were going to get the game anyway, how does it being exclusive make them have more games? I just don't get it. People aren't asking for PC to have more exclusive games. People are asking for the PlayStation games because people want to play those games specifically. Let's say Steam went out and made Metal Gear exclusive to the PC. That wouldn't satisfy the people who want Bloodborne or God of War Ragnarok on PC. God, these console fanboys just don't get it. They really think everybody wants exclusives. No, people just want great games. More specifically, they want PC ports of a bunch of Sony's great games. Steam making non-Sony games exclusive to the platform isn't going to satisfy the people who want to play God of War Ragnarok or Bloodborne on PC. So I don't even know why you're making this argument.
Maybe that. I don't know. Maybe don't early adopt into video cards for $400 and $500 that melt and just buy a PS5. Maybe just do that. Jiminy Christmas.
Nah, how about this? I'm not gonna adopt a console that's less powerful than my PC when I know the games that are on the console are gonna come anyway. Hell, even if these games were never coming to PC, I still wouldn't buy a PS5. But we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. I have explained myself plenty of times on that. Anyway, on to the next clip.
What are you even talking about? Sony has a vested interest in investing in their ecosystem, their hardware, their consumer base. You want to hang out on PC? Fine, do it. What's the best PC game that's come out in the last couple of years? What is it? What is it? Where is it? Where's this amazing PC game? Where is it? What game is it?
Well, if you're talking exclusive games, by the way, yes, I am completely stealing this list from Oh No, It's Alex. Sorry about that, bro. But we have Ready or Not, Total Warhammer 3, Valheim, Lost Ark, Dota 2, Crusader Kings 3, Half-Life Alyx, Civilization 6, V Rising, New World. That's everything Alex listed. And then right off the top of my head, of course, I gotta mention this one, Phasmophobia. And if you're talking non-exclusive, then we have the superior version of every single multi-platform game, including PlayStation exclusives, with one of the only exceptions to that rule actually being Sony's own game. Of course, I'm talking about The Last of Us. On top of that, PC players actually got early access to Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, shout out to you, Nintendo. Now I can enjoy Tears of the Kingdom at 60 FPS. But even still, like, I don't get what point you're trying to prove. So because PC gamers want PlayStation games to come to PC, and there's PC exclusive games, that means that Sony shouldn't bring their games to PC. Do I have this right? How are those things connected in any way? There's literally no downsides to bringing PlayStation games to PC. More people get to play the games and Sony makes more money. But I guess I should just go buy a PS5.
It's almost like some of the strongest PC games as of late that have done really, really well have been God of War 2018, a PlayStation game. Where are all these amazing PC games? Where are they? I'm just curious. What are they? Most of the PC only games are like what? Sim games? Indie titles? What do you got over there? Other than snobbery about your graphics performance, what do you do? Do you clutch that at night? Do you order an extra video card to snuggle into bed with?
Well, I already listed off a bunch of games, so I'm not going to do that again. And yes, it is true that, well, when Sony actually markets them, PlayStation games do pretty well on PC. You know, there's a reason Uncharted and Sackboy didn't do too well, and Returnal for that matter. They never marketed that stuff like at all for PC. But yeah, there's no doubt God of War and Spider-Man both did very well. But if you look up the best performing PC games as of recently, the only PlayStation game that even shows up is God of War. The rest of them are either PC exclusive or other third-party games. And then I think Flight Sim also made its way in there. But I'm just confused, like, what point are you trying to make? So because some of the recent games on PC that have done well have been PlayStation games, that's why PlayStation should stop porting the games to PC? Do I have this right? Like, I'm so confused right now. And this whole thing about, oh, where's all the great PC games? What does that matter? What does that have to do with Sony porting their games? This is such a nothing point. Like, I'm so confused.
I don't want to misquote him. Oh no, it's Alex, friend of the show. I like him. But he argued in a video recently that first-party exclusives shouldn't exist. Games should launch everywhere. And I'm like, you're creating a consumer entitlement demand and fostering an impetus out of thin air that, oh, so Sony's invested millions into studios, studio growth, research and development, architecture upgrades, and structures of the actual PlayStation 5 ecosystem in line with demands of the developers. Developers are on record historically as saying building for one ecosystem is better. You can get more done. It's more efficient. You don't get to create an impetus and a demand of PlayStation. Well, no, they shouldn't do that. They should just put it everywhere. Okay, so they should do parallel development on a PC? Why? Why should they spend money doing that?
Why would they do that? I don't know. Maybe it's because they make billions of dollars off of PC sales. And on top of that, dude, like, did you even think this through at all? Sony bought a studio, Nix's, specifically to port games to PC. Like, let's say that Spider-Man 2 came to PC day and date. How would that put extra strain on Insomniac? Nix's is the one developing the port. It's not like Insomniac has to develop multiple ports at the same time. Insomniac develops the PS5 version, and then Nix's makes it for PC. Plus, if Xbox can do it for not only the Series X, but also the Series S and PC, I'm sure Sony can do the same thing, because they have one less platform to develop for, because they don't have a less powerful console to work with, and they have a studio specifically dedicated to porting games to PC. So yes, Alex does get to create a demand for this, because not only is it very doable, but it benefits everybody. More people get to play games, and Sony gets more money.
Can you create an economic impetus? Because that's the only thing that's going to move the needle. Can you create an economic impetus? Is Steam that lucrative? Are PC gamers buying games that much? If there was an economic impetus for parallel development on these titles, you don't think Sony would be doing that? Why?
Actually, there is one. Didn't the total God of War sales pass 23 million once it came to PC? Didn't they make like around $30 million or something like that? And that was a 4-year-old game. Imagine how much more they could make if they went day and date. Or at least, you know, sooner. Maybe they follow The Last of Us where it's like 6 months or something like that. So to answer your question, yes, PC gamers are buying games that much. But not according to Reforge himself. But don't worry, we'll get to that.
And lest we forget, they have to do revenue share with Steam of 30%. Eugene's bringing that up. So not only do they have to spend more money, more bandwidth, more time, probably hire more people, do parallel development, potentially elongate the release of the title, they should also do that so they can launch day and date and make 30% less on PC. It's like, nobody considers the economic realities. PC gamers are no different than the Xbox guys that don't consider the economic realities. You're just talking like a fan. You're talking like a fan.
Yeah, and you're talking like a fanboy. Because let me explain something to you, my guy. There's a very easy solution around the Steam revenue split, excluding the fact that the more copies you sell of a game on Steam, the less money you actually have to share with Steam. PlayStation could just very easily make their own launcher. That way, they could keep 100% of the profits. On top of that, they could probably do something like what the Xbox app does, where you have third-party games there as well. Hell, maybe they could even put PS Plus on PC. And this is what I mean when I say you're talking like a fanboy. You're listing off these problems, but you're not actually offering solutions. And why is that? Because you don't want a solution. You want the games to stay on PlayStation exclusively. And for some reason, you want PC to pay third-party developers to make their games exclusive. Man, this guy really wants a world where each game is only on one platform. No multi-plat games exist anymore. Well, alright, Steam, guess it's time to get on it. Screw it, just buy up PlayStation and Xbox, shut them down, and then make PC the only platform. At least then we won't have console fanboys anymore.
You're a fan of PC, so that's what you do. You make demands of Sony based in fandom, not based in economic reality or facts. Look at any of the research into parallel development, developing for more than one ecosystem. Look at all the commentary from developers over the years. And you just look silly because you add on top of all of that extra cost, all that efficiency loss, you add on top of that the fact that, like, oh yeah, day and date, we also have to share 30% with Steam. Anybody that buys it over there. Our own property that we've invested in.
Yeah, like I already explained, they could just easily make their own launcher. And God, I just cannot get over how much he's ignoring Nix's existence. You're acting like if Spider-Man 2 came to PC that Insomniac would have to develop both versions at the same time. Again, that's not the case. Nix's exists for that very reason. But I'm not trying to repeat myself too much, so next clip.
Why does every time we look at sales of AAA games, PC sales are paltry compared to consoles? Yeah, I wonder why. I really wonder why. You want more games? Do you want more games? I mean, talk to your ecosystem. Go have a meeting somewhere. I don't know where y'all hang out. Tell them. You look at the breakdown of sales, and PC always lags behind. Why?
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
Look, yes, there's plenty of times where if there's a multi-platform game, it'll sell better on console than on PC. But there's also plenty of times when PC outsells console. Cyberpunk and Elden Ring are the two best examples. On top of that, Activision actually just recently came out and announced that PC revenue outdid console revenue by roughly $27 million. And let's say that God of War Ragnarok or Spider-Man 2 doesn't sell as well on PC as it does on PS5. It's still gonna sell, and it's gonna sell pretty well as we've seen in the past. Just because one platform sells less than another doesn't mean a company is gonna skip out on it entirely. There's still money to be made there. And if this is such a big issue, why is Microsoft still going day and date? Please make it make sense.
Yeah, piracy. These same people, like, this is what blows my mind. This is what blows my mind. God love him. I love Alex. You're out here bragging about playing Zelda on your PC. And you wonder why you're not getting property over there? Because you guys steal games. You're out here stealing Nintendo games. And you're like, I just don't get why they don't give us more games. Cause PC landscape's a den of thieves? I don't know. Maybe that's why.
Yes, there's always going to be people who pirate games, but more people will actually buy the game than pirate it. If piracy is such a huge issue to these companies, then why is Microsoft still going day and day, and why is Sony still releasing PC ports? Why did God of War and Spider-Man sell so well? It's because contrary to what PlayStation fanboys will tell you, PC gamers do buy games. And even if somebody does pirate like all their games, let's just say, that person was most likely never going to buy the game in the first place. Because it is much easier to just buy a game straight up than it is to pirate it. So if somebody does go through all the extra effort of pirating it, then most likely they were never going to buy the game in the first place. So it's not like that's a lost sale for Sony or Microsoft. And then on top of that, I love how he uses Nintendo as an example. Want to know why people pirate Nintendo games on PC so much? Because the games run like crap on their own hardware, and there are no PC ports available. At least not legitimate ones. I probably would have bought Tears of the Kingdom day one if there was a PC port, but if Nintendo's not going to give me a way to give them money, then I won't. I mean, hell, if the game is free a week early on PC anyway, why wouldn't I get that?
Claymores with a $6 super chat tip. There were millions of torrent downloads of God of War when it went to PC. That's a factor. Right. That's a huge factor. Your landscape is a den of thieves and cheaters, and you wonder why you're getting skipped over. You wonder why.
But we're not getting skipped over. We're still getting the games. We're just getting them a little later than you guys are. That's not being skipped over. Again, just recently we saw the shortest delay between a PlayStation release and a PC release. Now, granted, the PC port was a load of crap, but that's because it was made by a studio known for making bad ports. Why Sony didn't have Nixes make that port, I will never understand. And why you think PC getting the game after PlayStation is us getting skipped over, I will never understand.
Spend more money, spend more bandwidth, hurt your efficiency so you can make less money on a platform that loves to steal games. Do you hear the logic? That's so illogical. Again, what economic impetus is there for these platforms to do this? You understand that these businesses want to maximize profit. If they could maximize profit with parallel development and launching on PC day and date, they would do it.
They literally are going to be doing it. They already confirmed their live service games are going to be on PC day and date. We're just waiting for them to start putting their single player games on PC day and date. And I love how he says, oh, they're going to make less money. No, dude, they're not. They will make more money by putting their games on PC. We have seen this before. Again, God of War and Spider-Man are the best examples. He's acting like they're putting these games on PC and then not making their money back, so they're losing money off of it. That's not true at all. Maybe it was true for something like Sackboy, but definitely not with their bigger releases. Big surprise, if Sony actually markets their games, they'll actually sell. But here we go, guys. It's finally time to watch his reaction to the PlayStation Showcase. Oh, and by the way, in case anybody didn't know, this was the title of the stream we just took a look at. It's safe to say this did not age very well.
I don't feel like we overhyped it. Where was all the companies that were tweeting and acting like they were going to be there? Where's Project Awakening? Santa Monica wasn't there. Why were they all tweeting acting like they were going to be there? That's kind of irritating.
Dude, Santa Monica was not acting like they were gonna be there. Unless I missed something, I checked their Twitter, and all I saw from them leading up to the showcase was they retweeted some God of War fan art, and they tweeted about a collaboration with Destiny 2. How is that them acting like they were gonna be there? Like, unless I missed something, maybe some individual people were acting like it. Honestly, I think you just got your hopes up way too high off of nothing.
I don't understand. You had all these first-party companies dropping hints. You had Project Awakening dropping hints. You had Santa Monica dropping hints. Like, I don't know. And we don't know if Snake Eater's first party, okay? So we don't, and I guess Helldivers was probably first party. Final Fantasy 16 might as well be first party, but the problem is we've already seen so much of Final Fantasy 16. I don't think that was a good showcase. I think it was a good game showcase. It wasn't a good Sony showcase.
Yeah, I definitely will agree with that. On the stream, I gave it like a 9 out of 10, but that's because I was like so hyped about the new FNAF game and also Ghost Runner that I kind of forgot that, hey, this isn't a state of play. This is supposed to be a PlayStation showcase. And really all we were shown were some CG trailers and then some Spider-Man 2 gameplay, which while it looks cool, it didn't like blow me away or anything. They pretty much showed from that game only what they had to. And it's like, okay, if they didn't show that, then that would have been a massive disappointment and honestly concerning. So yeah, I will agree. It would have been a good state of play, but as a showcase, I definitely give it like a 5 or a 6 out of 10.
I really don't. I don't think you go quiet for that long and show such a small amount of first party. What hints? It's all PR? No, when dev teams have been quiet as long as Project Awakening have been, and they retweet the showcase, and then Santa Monica's audio director retweets the showcase, and then like Insomniac's dropping tweets about frickin' Sunset Overdrive. Dude, no, absolutely not.
As Frit would say, use mad, use big mad. It's so ironic that, what, 2 days before the showcase, he's talking all this crap on PC. Like, oh, where are all your guys' games? Where are all the great PC games? And then we get almost nothing from Sony at the showcase, besides the one game that we knew was coming out anyway, and some CG trailers for some games that honestly don't look super impressive. I wouldn't call this karma, I would just call it irony, honestly. Like, you talk all this crap about PC not having any good games, and then this is Sony's big showcase after 2 years of build-up. Reforge, when it comes to PC gaming, just be quiet, please. Your arguments are bad, and all your trash talk ages horrendously. And also, just because PlayStation's own studios are retweeting the showcase, that's not them dropping hints about anything. Wow, you mean to tell me that one of PlayStation's own studios retweeted Sony's own showcase? Who could have seen that coming? You built up all your hype off of nothing, and now you're left incredibly disappointed. I can't say you didn't deserve it. But anyway, we've got one more clip to take a look at, and this one is just a straight up lie. Unless something with regards to PSVR 2 has changed, then he is just actually lying right here.
No one cares about PSVR. A lot of people care about PSVR. It's actually doing very well, and they weren't even selling it in retailers.
PSVR 2 is selling well. Oh my god. Yes, it's outselling the first PSVR, but that's not really saying much. Do you not remember all the reports when the thing first came out saying how bad it was selling? Now, maybe it's not doing horrendously anymore, but to say it's doing very well, I think that's an exaggeration. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. Obviously, most of that came from the pre-showcase stream, and then we got to witness all the salt from after the showcase. Again, it's just so funny to me. He talks all this crap about, oh, where's all the good PC games? You guys are begging for PlayStation games to come to PC. And then they show off like the bare minimum possible at their own event. Guys, this is why I always say, please be a fan, don't be a fanboy. It's really not going to work out in the long run for you. But yeah, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will catch you all next time.